only that, all these local cases like Fani. It's spelled Fanny. It's spelled Fanny like your ass, right, Fanny? But when she became DA, she decided to add a little French, a little fancy. Fani.
It's all about that fanny pack. That fanny pack, Willis. It's all about that fanny pack. So, fanny like your ass, phony like you're fake, or fanny like a French ass. Well, she's just a ghetto ass. Fanny Pack Willis. Phony Pack Willis. Hey guys! So we're going to be discussing today, yes, Miss Fanny Pack Willis, the gift that keeps on giving. And so she is back up because the judge has decided that, well, Fanny, you can stay on the case. You can stay on the case, Fanny, but your boyfriend, Nathan Wade, and his hot dog is going to have to go. He going to have to go. But we'll let you rope yourself on this case. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And also what we're going to look at is President Donald J. Trump, who decided he needed some help to understand Fanny Pack's name. Is it Fanny, like your ass, or is it phony, like funny, like the French? So we're going to tap into that also. And we're also going to take a look at President Trump's attorney, who gives her thoughts on the 6 out of 10 that has been dropped from this judge. So 6 of the charges in this bogus charges has been dropped. And because, again, the DA, Fani Willis and team are incompetent, and they did not really define what it is that they were charging. So the judge says, you don't have enough information. You have not defined what this is. So therefore, we're going to be dropping these. So 6 out of the 10 was dropped. And so now we're going to see how the rest of it goes. But as of now, as of the making of this video, Monday, Fanny Pack Willis is still on the case, but her boyfriend, Nathan Wade, has been given the old axe. Hello, friends, and welcome to The Conservative Poet. I am Amania, and I want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers. We got a whole lot of people that hit that subscribe button, and I want to say thank you for doing that, because I will surely work hard to entertain you, to bring you information, and just to be the fighter out here in the streets for you. So thank you for subscribing. God bless you and God keep you.
The judge said there was a, quote, lack of detail that was provided by the prosecution around the dismissed charges. Some calling this, quote, embarrassing for Fulton County DA Fani Willis as we await a ruling on her future and whether or not she can stay on this case. This is totally separate from that part of the story. We expect we may hear something shortly from the judge on that. And that came because of allegations of an improper relationship that may have been funded by taxpayers with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. Let's bring in Alina Habba, and the attorney for former President Trump, on the team on several of these cases. Alina, welcome. Good to have you here. Good afternoon to you. What's your reaction to what happened today in Georgia?
I wish that all the counts had been dropped, because that's probably what should have been. I mean, at least it was a step in the right direction. It goes to the sloppiness of, frankly, the prosecutors down there. We know that that's the case. And more importantly, that this should not have been brought in general. The attorney handling this case put out a statement that I think says it all, and at the end of the day, remember, we've got a prosecutor here who's currently being questioned about her own ethical obligations, her ability to even stay on this case. I'm going to defer to this judge to make the right decision, but today was a good step in the right direction.
Seen that, heard that, Good. So Judge McAfee, Fulton County, states that Fani Willis, or Fanny Pack Willis, and crew and her team did not present enough evidence or lack of thereof in reference to these charges that she has put against President Trump and all of the, I think it's like 18 more people, whatever the numbers were, but she was not able to give enough evidence for these charges. So the judge essentially had to drop them or had to let these go because they did not really do their job in defining what it is that they are charging for, what it is that they're trying to get prosecuted. So Fani Willis and her team were pretty much embarrassed, from what it says, that this is an embarrassing move, because if you're a professional, if you're a district attorney with experience, what you just pulled off was rookie moves. Like, this is first year attorney's mistakes. That's not, you don't make those kinds of mistakes. But I think she was too eager because she was getting ready to get that Trump bag. You know, she was getting ready to get that Trump bag, and so they just threw stuff out there. Let's see what sticks. And the judge says, nah, friend, you can't do it that way. We're going to be removing these because, again, you did not provide enough in order for this to happen. And I've seen in other videos where they said that this could have moved forward if they had properly explained what it is that they were doing, but they did not. And so, again, rookie mistakes on Fani Pack Willis's team and herself as well, because they did not bring this at all. They could have really gotten that Trump bag, but unfortunately, they were over their heads, right? They were over their heads. And so it is great to have competent people explain these things to us, like Trump's attorney explaining these things to us. Fani Willis just is not competent enough to get this job done. And it ain't because she's got a vagina, because that woman has a vagina. But matter of fact, both of those women has vagina. So it's not about that. It's about competence. And it's not because you're Black, because there are Black people who are competent and also may have a vagina. But it's you, Fani Willis. You're just probably an affirmative. And so therefore, you can't get the job done. You just can't get it done, friend. Sorry to say. And it's people like her that really gives other Black people who are trying to get something done, they put up roadblocks in the way of other Black women who are really competent, who are really trying to get things going, but they can't because of people like Fani Willis, because of people like Tiffany Hinyard, because of people like Letitia James, because of people like the Affirmative Action Press Secretary, people like Kakalin Kamala. Okay? These sets of women make it harder for real competent women with actual ideas, who's able to really, talented people who are able to do things. They make it really, really hard for the rest of us. Fanny Pack Willis, the gift that keeps on gifting. So any event, I just want to say, we know there's more coming in reference to Fanny and her scandals. So we know that Georgia is looking at her. We know that Jim Jordan congressional hearings is looking at her, and there's ethic violations, that's just different things that's looking at her. And so we're going to keep an eye in reference to what goes on with this. At the end of the day, I believe that Fani Willis should really have to pay for her crimes, because as of the making of this video, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier on, but the judge did decide that Fani would continue with this case. And so Wade will have to go, but she will have to continue. And I'm wondering, is she going to resign? Is she going to move forward with this? Because right now she is damaged goods. She is tainted, and anything she touched turns into shit. So I'm very curious how that's going to go. What kind of play is she going to do in reference to all of this? Obviously, she's got no career. She's got no credibility. You know, she's done for. But is she going to, you know, give her team a win and say, look, somebody else take over this case. Let me pull myself out of this so we could actually get Donald Trump, you know, if that is their goal. That would be the smart thing to do if she's trying to really get Trump, you know. But in the event, we're gonna see how she played this, and we're gonna see how it happens, and we're gonna see what happens to her with her life hanging in the balance with all of these issues that she's got going on. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time. God bless you, God keep you, and I'll see you in another video. Maybe with Fanny Pack Willis, the gift that keeps on giving. It's Fani or it's Fanny. Fanny like your ass.